Hello, welcome all to Anudeepyourstudybuddy Study Buddy YouTube channel. This is the third lecture series for IMO preparation. In the first two lectures, we discuss about the linear equation in one variable, and then we discuss about how to solve and expand the given equation and expression. Today, we are going to start with a very interesting topic that is called data handling. Let us understand few basics before you proceed.
So let us understand the basic concept about the data handling. We will be discussing pie chart in this presentation. Before we proceed further, let us understand what is the meaning of data and what is its importance. Data plays a very important role in our daily life. Data about class performance for the test in the school helps teacher to understand how well students are understanding the subject. In daily life, you see data in the form of newspaper, Google Maps on your mobile phone, daily forecast. So these are few examples of data. So to use this data effectively, it is very important to arrange it, sort it, and present it. Data representation helps in quick analysis of a data. Processed data is also called information. Right information helps us to make better decisions. In today's digital world, almost every aspect is depend on data. So you must have heard about the terms like data analysis, database, data warehouse. All these need data. Data can be represented graphically in the form of pie chart, bar chart, pictogram, which helps in quick interpretation of data. And we are going to discuss about pie chart today. Now let us understand about the pie chart. As you can see on the screen, pie chart is a circular graph. It is divided into slices which represent numbers given in the problem. Central angle is proportional to the quantity it represents, and a total angle at the center of a circle is 360 degrees. So you can see one problem mentioned on the slide where the items and the sale price of the items they are mentioned. If you want to represent this data in the form of pie chart, we need to calculate the angle which each quantity is representing on the screen. So let us see how to do that. So let us understand how to calculate various angles. So there is a formula, that is whatever the quantity that is given to you divided by total, that is for all the quantities, multiplied by the angle 360 degrees. So for example, if I want to calculate the corresponding angle for ordinary bread, so the quantity or the sales in rupees is 260. So 260 upon the total column for all the quantities, it is 480 multiplied by 360, giving us the angle of 195. Similarly, for the fruit bread, it will be 40 upon 480 into 360, giving us 30. Similarly, you can calculate the remaining angles, and if you can find out that when you sum up all the angles, it will add up to 360 degrees. I would like to suggest you a few tricks when you are attempting the problem on pie chart. You need to understand if in the given figure some quantities, one of the angle is unknown, you can figure out that unknown angle. It will be 360 minus sum of all the given angles. When you want to calculate the portion of a given slice it represents, we can use the following formula, that is what is a ratio that we calculate. So ratio can be angle upon 360. It gives the fraction of angle with respect to the total central angle. And ratio can also be obtained by quantity that you need to figure out upon the total, gives the fraction of quantity with respect to the total quantities given, like total sales or total expenses given in the problem. So here in the ratios, that is 0.3 and 4, which represent the same circle. So we can also say that angle upon 360 will be equal to quantity upon the total quantity by all the items given to you. If you have been asked to calculate the percentage, it is equal to ratio multiplied by 100. And if you have been asked to calculate the probability for the given quantity, it is simply the ratio or the fraction mentioned in the 0.3 and 4. Priya spends rupees 10,800 in a month. The given pie chart shows the amount of money she spent on various items in a month. So there are various things that she is spending on: cosmetics, footwear, food, handbags, saris. The first question is, what fraction of money does Riya spends on saris? So let us evaluate.
Now, as we have discussed about the tricks and the basic concept, let us try to solve one problem from the Achiever section. So, this problem is from IMO 2021 set A, where you have been given a pie chart where this circle represents the spending of Riya in 1 month. And what we have been asked, there are 3 sub questions to it. First is, what fraction of money does Riya spends on saris? So, like in the tricks we have discussed about, when the fraction is asked, you are going to find what is a ratio. So if you know about what is an angle for the quantity for which the question is asked, divided by 360 will give you the fraction. So related to the saris, as you can see, the angle is 50 degree. So for the first sub question, the answer will be 50 by 360, that is 5 by 36 will be the answer. So the answer for the first question, that Riya spends what fraction? So she spends 5 by 36 as a fraction on saris. Now let us understand about the second sub question, where it is asked how much she spends on handbags than on footwear. So we are talking about the handbag and the footwear. So where she spends less or more, that is what we need to figure out. So for handbag, what is angle that you know? That is 80 degrees. Now for the footwear, we are not sure about the angle. It is not given. So what is a way to figure out what should be the angle? As discussed in the previous basic concept, if you have not been given one of the angle, the way to find out that angle will be 360 minus sum of the remaining angles. And if you work it out, it is 360 and sum for the remaining 60 plus 80 plus 80 plus 50, it comes out to be, yes, how much it is? So sum of 60, 80, 80, 50 will give you, it comes out to be 270. And when you perform the subtraction, the angle is 90. So once you know the angle for respective footwear and handbag, we can find out how much quantity she is spending on this. So here the angle for footwear is 90 degree that we have just now calculated, and for handbags it is given to be 80. So we want to calculate how much quantity that she is spending on these both things. So formula that we'll be using, it will be 90 upon 360 is equal to x upon the total that she is spending, 10,800. Similarly, here it will be 80 upon 360 is equal to x upon 10,800. We want to find out the value of x. So let us cross multiply. It will be 90 into 10,800 upon 360. And when we calculate, so quantity that she is spending on footwear will be 90 into 10,800 upon 360. It comes out to be 2,700. Similarly, we can simplify for the handbag. X will be equal to 80 into 10,800 upon 360. And this comes out, so X comes out to be 2,400. So as you see, you can see that she is spending more on footwear. And how much more she is spending? It is 2,700 minus 2,400, that is 300. So for the second sub question, answer is 300. Now in the third sub question, we need to find out what is the percentage of money Riya is spending on food. So like previously in basic we have discussed, if you have been asked to find out the percentage, it is nothing but ratio into 100. So ratio, you can take the ratio for the angle to 360 degrees, or you can take the ratio of total quantity she is spending on the food upon the total quantity she is spending. Just calculate using the angle. Ratio into 100 will give me the percentage. So ratio for the angle, if I am using, it will be equal to 80, because that is what she is spending on food. 80 upon total angle is 360 into 100. And if you can calculate, it is 2 by 9 into 100. And if I want to convert, because it is given a fraction in the answer, it is 200 divided by 9. 9 twos are 18. Again 9 twos are 18. So the mixed fraction that I can write for the answer is 22 2 by 9. So for the third sub question, the answer is 22 by 9. So we have evaluated all the three sub questions, and the option that is matching the MCQ is the C. That is what is the choice, that is the correct option. Now one simple trick before you proceed to solve this problem. If you have observed the diagram given to you carefully, you have used the angle as 90 degree. This is what is the symbol for 90 degrees angle. So even if the angle is not mentioned, but the symbol for the 90 degree is given to you directly without calculating it, you can take the value of the angle that is to be 90 degree and you can save your time.
Let us solve the second question that is asked in IMO exam 2019-20 from the set A. Here you need to find out the probability for the fruit that is getting selected. So you have been given the data regarding the different types of fruit, and the total number of fruits in the store is 1080. Let us simplify.
Let us look at the second question which has been asked in IMO 2019-20 from set A exam. Here you have been asked to find the probability. So to find the probability, the formula that we discussed, it is just simple. Whatever the ratio that is, you can find out for the given quantity in the problem with respect to total spending, or the angle with respect to 360 is nothing but the ratio. So if you can just simply find out the ratio, that is what is the problem. So here we have to find out what is the probability of fruit apricot to get selected. So as you know, for the apricot, there is angle is not mentioned. We need to calculate what is the angle with respect to the apricot. So the formula will be, leasing term will be 360 minus total of all the angles given to you, that is 56 plus 60 plus 110 plus 30. When you calculate this, it comes out to be 360 minus 256, that is equal to 10. Once we have the angle 104, the simple thing that is required to find the ratio, and ratio is nothing but the angle that you have just now figured out upon the total angle, that is 360. When you reduce this will give you the fraction 13 by 4. So for the first sub question, probability of selecting apricot will be 13 by 14. Now for the second sub question, you need to find out what is the probability for the fruit kiwi. There you have already been given the angle. So simply taking the ratio will be giving you the probability. So for the second sub question, finding out the probability of kiwi, it will be equal to, angle is 30. So 30 by 360 should give you the answer, and that is 12 upon 12. So for the second sub question, answer is 1 upon 12, and the option where you get both of these answers, correct answer is the C, is the option from the MCQ. So in this video, we have discussed about how to find the missing angle, how to find a fraction, that is nothing but the ratio. We discussed about how to calculate the probability. It is nothing but the ratio into 100. Ratio, it is nothing but angle upon 360. So with all these tricks, I hope it will be very easy for you to simplify the problem on the topic of pie chart. So stay tuned for the next coming video on the bar chart. So if you find my video helpful in solving the problem, please do like, comment and share. See you very soon.